All right, everybody. Welcome back to Sketching the Privateer.
I'm sitting here talking 100 miles an hour and nobody can hear me because I was on mute. Welcome, Justifier Jim. How are you, brother? It's good to see you.
I'm good. Thank you,
And
bro.
welcome aboard there, Christian. I saw you in the comments. Good to see you.
Hey, Christian. How you doing?
He says, and friend.
Yes.
He was telling me hi earlier. And
Yes.
yeah, it's good to see you, brother. Good to see you. He's a guy that I know on Gilded. And anyway, yeah, we're plotting the privateer. Do me a favor and hold it down for just a second. Let them know what you've been working on your Justifiers thing, because I forgot to bring my iPad back here and take me 2 seconds to go get it. Okay, I'll be right back.
All for shame. All right. So, for those of you that don't know me, I am Justifier Jim. I like to write stories in the superhero genre as well. I don't really do the drawing like Joe. I do more of the story portion of it. I'm working on a group of superheroes called the Justifiers. Right now, I'm in the midst of what I call episode 1. And I'm also kind of fleshing out the character bios for some of the main protagonists. And I'm looking to hopefully get episode 1 at least written out by the end of the year. So New Year's, I'll be starting episode 2. And we go from there. Yeah. Thank you, Christian. Yep. Yeah, if you're kind of curious about the Justifiers, think of them as a cross between the Ninja Turtles, in a way, meets the Avengers, is the closest thing I can describe it. The main difference is the guys that are like animal-like humanoids, they can revert back to their human form.
Okay, let's see. Do I need to aim this different? Yeah, I do. You guys are staring at my chest, not me. I think that'll work right there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, and the light's a little high, but hang on, I can fix that too. Looks like I'm sitting here in a warehouse or something. Hang on. Ugh.
Ooh.
You know, you always think you're ready to go, and you never are.
That's right.
That should be a lot better. Now you should see me just fine. Yeah, you always think you're ready to go, and you never are. So, anyway, let's see where we left off. Of course, these are the posters that I had made up for GeekCon. They will be available starting November 1st on the website. And if you go to JoesAtmosfere.com, you'll see it. It's the same as all my social media and my YouTube channel and all that. Same spelling and everything, just .com. It just got started. It's bare bones, but you can find some information on there about my shows and different things. And let's see. Okay, I got to get the script open. What's up?
Christian said him and his wife are winterizing the backyard.
Oh, wow. Cool. Hang on. Let me get the chat here. Okay. I got to get the chat so I can see what they're saying.
Right. And I think we need that other camera up, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I'm fixing to put it up here in a second.
Oh, right.
We gonna get there, bro. You know what's up.
Oh, we're on Bluetooth speaker? Nice.
Really? Cool.
So the neighbors can hear us?
Oh, excellent. Tell them to tune in, damn it.
Christian, you should have never told me that, bro.
Right? He's gonna he will start getting you in trouble with your neighbors, man. No doubt about that.
I'm just kidding.
All right, let's see. Hang on. Looks like I had YouTube on when I went to sleep last night. Okay.
Boop-toop.
Files. And let's go ahead and get the big camera up. Hang on.
Turn those guys down.
Exactly. All right. So, yeah, turn those guys down. They're too loud. But anyway, yeah, these posters you see here, the one I've sold the most of is this one here, the one with all the characters on it, or excuse me, the two characters and their action poses, Privateer and the Royal Fox, and then we've got the one with just the Royal Fox on it. She's a sorceress, if you will, uses magic. And of course, we've got the privateer in all his red, white, and blue glory.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And here pretty soon, if you like the way I draw, I'm going to be teaching art lessons online as well through StreamYard. If you guys want to get in on that, all of that will be up on the website November 1st. So these will be available, plus some different memorabilia. My wife has made a coffee mug a lot of people are asking me about. So those will be available on there too. But to let you know where we're at this time around, we did page 16 last week. And what you're watching is I'm plotting the actual panels that I'll be drawing in detail on my, I'm using a program on the iPad called Procreate. And my daughter introduced me to it, and I bought an iPencil. They're expensive. They're like $100, but it's worth it because those posters you just saw, I did on Procreate. I did it this way. I drew them, I sketched it out, and then I took a picture of the sketch, put it on my iPad, and then used that to make the ink work and the colors. So I really like the way it's working. So this is how I'm going to do the whole book. That's why, usually when you're drawing on comic book artboard, you use blue lines. You see this has got a blue border on it and everything. Use blue line because it won't show up whenever you print. Okay. And after you ink it. But I'm doing it a little different because I'm using darker lines so I can see what I've sketched out. And then I'm doing the detail on the Procreate program on my iPad. So I can carry it around, mobile, work on it whenever I have free time because I never have enough hours in the day now. But anyway, this is page 16. We have now if you haven't kept up with the story, I'm sorry. That's why we have replays. You can go back and watch all the previous plotting of the pages and see what's going on up to this point. But he's put the crew of the Coast Guard cutter off in their life rafts to be picked up by the Navy, and he's taken off. And then you see one of his men waiting on orders, and here you see the wreck of the helicopter being lowered down into the boat into what looks like a best way I can explain it is like a transporter, like on Star Trek. But what they're doing, it uses folding space technology, and they're actually folding space between one point and another point, and they're moving it that way. But it looks like it's disappearing. Okay, so you've got guys walking around the deck. He's up here overseeing everything, and then you've got the guy that was waiting on orders walking away, and then here. On the last panel, if you remember, he's saying, "I'm going to find you," right? And he's talking about the guy that sent these guys here. Okay, and this is present day. Now, the start of our next page. Hang on, let me get a card. So many pages to draw. Okay, that's all of those. Let me just grab one from the back. These are the blank ones. Okay, we need a fresh page for page 17.
Woo!
Yes. After today, we'll only have 3 pages left. Yay. Which means by Thanksgiving, we'll be done plotting issue 1 and we'll be into issue 2. Yes. So this one starts off. I always start off by reading you the script that I'll be drawing out. Page 17 starts. Start page with the eyes looking over a newspaper. And the thought is the same as the other thought. I will find you, right? And it's going to be the same set of eyes. So we really need to take a good look at what this one looks like, and we're going to draw the same thing up top of the next page, only you'll be able to tell that it's a different time. First of all, because once I put the writing in there, it'll say that, but you'll be able to tell visually because the eye patch won't be this high-tech eye patch. It'll be a regular eye patch. Okay.
Yep.
So, and we're going back in time till about, I think 2003 or 2004, maybe 2003.
Mm-hmm.
He'll have been on the hunt for about 2 years after bin Laden. So,
Okay.
and that's, if you've been following, I tell everybody the backstory of the privateer as we go along, and his backstory is that he was a pirate during the American Revolution, and he came to the future after he smoked a peace pipe with an Indian shaman, an Indian medicine man. And when he smoked the peace pipe with him, he saw the entire history of the United States. I guess I should get out that, you know what? If we have enough time today, I will get out the origin of the privateer and read it to you.
All right.
Because it doesn't take very long. It's just a synopsis that I came up with. Jimmy's probably read it 100 times. It's been out there on the web for a while. Yeah. It is 2004. Okay, here we go. Start page with his eyes looking over a newspaper. Thought, I will find you. Kabul, Afghanistan is where we're going, guys. Green Zone, 2004. That's in the city of Kabul. All right. Privateer clad in military body armor sees an Afghani with glasses over the top of the paper. He folds the paper and follows the Afghani into a shop. He watches the man talking to the shopkeeper while browsing. The shopkeeper notices his interest and asks the privateer what he wants, and he approaches them both and stares at the startled man in the glasses and says, through gritted teeth, Osama bin Laden. Okay? That's what's going on this page. So, we really just need I get tired of doing just even slats all the way across. Let's see. We're going to have one of him seeing the guy over the paper and then following him into the shop, right? So, let's do this. Let's go up. Ooh, 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 ooh. He's going to follow him into the shop. We're going to do, I think we'll do we'll do 4 here. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll do 4. And then we'll have a flat one on the bottom. That sounds good to me. But this is just basically set up, really. Oh, and so not all the pages are exciting. You know, if you've ever read a comic book, some of them are just set up. Some of them are just set up. That's what we got here.
What we call a filler page.
A filler page, yes. But it's going to have a lot of his thoughts and feelings on the page. And his thoughts, you know.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so. Let's see. Hey, Jimmy, where's the trouble talk? I'm about to start swearing in English and French. That's good. Okay, let's see.
Man.
Yeah, you're supposed to be getting him in trouble. What's the deal, man?
I
think I'm going to offset this. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to offset this.
See, Joe knows once I get started, I can get pretty dark. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah, right. He's a goofball.
Yeah,
he's a goofball, and he'd be like, "Too soon?
Right?
Is that too soon?" Yeah. his dark is a his mind is a dark nest of silly ass stuff. Let me tell you.
Yes.
But anyway, let's see. Let's do that.
Deanna Trump, yes, she does rock.
Who's that?
He said Trump rocks, and I said Tiana Trump. Yeah, she's an adult film star.
Really? I
Yeah,
don't even know who
yep.
that is. I mean, not like I don't know who adult film stars are, but
Right. You don't know
that
one.
that one particular, no.
Right.
There's a girl I've been following here lately that's a redhead that's really cute.
Lauren Phillips.
No, this girl's got a podcast. I can't remember her name. Molly something.
I don't know.
She's kind of a bodybuilder too, man. She's
Oh,
always
shit,
working out and stuff. If you follow her on Instagram, all you see is her working out and stuff, man.
Jeez Louise.
Yep.
The
So,
only Molly I know is Molly Wop and Booger Hook.
whoa, what is that?
You don't remember that?
No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
When maybe you weren't there when that guy was playing DCUO.
Oh, this is another page. I was wondering why I had two pages here. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's page 15 right there.
Oh yes.
That's where they put him off the boat, and he was explaining to the captain why they were having to do it. Yeah.
Spoilers, bro.
That's not spoilers. That's why people watch this, so they can see what's happening. This is the behind the scenes.
I'm just teasing.
Yep. Okay, so no, I have not seen Black Adam yet, my brother. I'm hearing good things. The guys on Friday Night Tights who are, I would say, tough critics, said it was okay.
Right.
Said the best thing about it was the post-credit scene. But the guys that I follow on Pop Culture Minefield, the ones that have seen it love it. So, and they're not as harsh. She can bench press you, Joe. I guess Molly gets on top. Yeah. Well, if she does, if she did.
Right. I mean, because the
Royal Fox probably wouldn't be down with that, man.
She might throw a soul bolt at her and then knock her off.
Right. Just knock the hell out of her. Okay, so we got. I need that. Yeah, I need this to go by because we want to make it the same eye. So let's get the eyebrow in here, right? We got the hat about here. Dipping down. Well, actually, no, he's not wearing a hat. Okay, Joe. Remember, this is in the past. He's not wearing that tri-cornered hat. He's actually in military gear.
Yep.
Like he's trying to be in disguise, kind of. He's trying to look like he's
from that time
with one of those contractor units, like Blackwater. Yeah.
Got you.
If you know what I'm talking about. I don't know how much you know about that conflict, man.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Yeah.
Huh?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, the eye exactly the same, only a few less wrinkles in this eye because he's about 20 years younger, about 18 years younger, right?
All right, Christian, have a good fucking time grocery shopping, bro.
Is he gone? Okay, all right.
He's about to.
All right, bro. Thanks for stopping by, Big Daddy. Appreciate you. I'll see you on Gilded, man. Keep those memes coming, man. He does some killer memes on friggin' Gilded, man. That's funny as hell. He's great. You need to join up with the Legion of Memers, dude.
I will have to do that.
No, I'm talking about him. He needs to get with the Legion of Memers.
Mm.
They're a group that they pretty much spent their time on YouTube following different shows, and they'll do memes during the show. Right, and the guys that are doing the shows will show the memes during the show, right? Nice. And anyway, they've become so popular that they have their own YouTube channel now and do their own shows and stuff.
That's awesome.
Okay, so we're gonna have just a regular old ass
Man.
eye patch on him this time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not the high tech thing. He ain't got that yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's not far from it though, right?
Right.
But since the hat's not there, we got to put his eyebrows and stuff in here. Okay, so there's the eye. That's pretty much the same eye, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how bad I'm messing up the camera here, but yeah, that's about the same. Okay, let me get rid of this now. Okay, so the next. Okay, we're establishing that it's Kabul, and let's see. Okay, this guy's got glasses, right? All right, so the privateer is going to be. You know what? I think we can do that all in one scene. We can have him. Hang on. Let's just drop that down. Let's just causing an avalanche on my drawing table. Are you looking forward to Black Adam? Talk to me, man.
I mean, I am, but I'm looking more forward to the Justice Society more than I am Black Adam. I hate to say.
Yeah.
I really hope it spins off into a Justice Society movie.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like that is an underused team nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
listening.
Yeah, like and it's a decent team too. I mean, a lot of people know this, but a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm.
Without the Justice Society folks, we would have never had a Justice League in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
They came before the Justice League.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it is.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And I kind of like the concept of the old guard helping to teach the new guard.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Let's see. He's reading a paper. So we gotta get the shoulder out this way. The arm. Thumb holding it, right? And of course he's gonna have web gear on. I'm gonna have to do a little research about that era and the stuff they're wearing. He's of course is gonna have a vest on, right?
Right.
Because after all, he is human. He's not. And I think we're gonna make this in wintertime.
Like that one quote says, "He's just one man."
He's just one man. That's right. And he'll have a sidearm, of course.
Right.
And
oh, excuse me, I will be right back.
Absolutely, man. Of course, now we're going to have a bunch of people walking along, bunch of turbans walking past. And then we got the guy with the glasses going in the shop, right? So we're going to have the shop here. Of course, I'm going to have to look up some architecture in Kabul and see what the, if they're in the 21st century or not, We'll have people walking along. Turbans. And then the guy with the glasses. Our guy with the glasses. Of course, they're all going to have big beards, You know how it is. Our Muslim friends like to grow that beard. That's a status symbol with them. And he's going to be pushing his way in the door, right? Door going inward, right? Yeah. Okay. So they've got usually have loose fitting clothing. I don't know if they have a belt on or not, but do it like that. Busy City Street. Let's put a note on the side. Busy City Street, Kabul. Busy Street, Kabul. And then okay, and then the privateer will enter the building. He'll come in right behind him. Of course, the shop, it's going to have different things in there, but he'd be coming in this way. We'll just have him coming in the door this way. Of course, he's got long hair. All right, he'll come in this way. Let's see. Your hands this way. Okay. Okay, got that. Then have him getting in the door, and then we'll have glasses wearing dude talking to the shopkeeper over here. He'll have his hands on the table. This fella. Of course, we'll see his wares here, probably clothes or something like that. Like I said, I'm going to have to do some research on Kabul and what it looks like, you know, a busy day, kind of thing. And then Bearded Wonder here. Very Obi-Wan Kenobi looking fella.
Hello there.
Hello there? Why are you saying hello there?
Because that's what Obi-Wan Kenobi
That's
said.
right. Hello there. That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, he does. That's the first thing he says, isn't it? Okay, and then we'll have the shopkeeper in the foreground looking towards the privateer. Right? Asking, how may I help you? Right? Open hand means, you know, what can I do for you? That kind of thing. Right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have the guy with the glasses looking in that direction as well. And they'll both, you know, be kind of like, you know, are we interrupting you kind of thing, you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a counter. And then we'll have privateer standing with his back to him. Of course, you know, he's going to look in the direction of this guy over here. So we'll show his face this direction. Show his jawline this way.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, his broad shoulders and all that stuff, right? Ponytail will have to go down a little further because he's got long hair like me.
Yes.
Well, you know, the guys back in the day, they didn't get the haircut.
Nope.
You know, some of them did, but and wore wigs though. They always had long hair.
Exactly.
Okay, and then okay, this guy is going to be shocked by the question, and so is this guy, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think, yeah. Okay. Actually, we may have to turn this around because the way I drew it, I wrote it to begin with. You see him looking kind of mad when he talks to him. So, I mean, we can keep this outline. It's just I got to get rid of the middle stuff. So here he is with his hair pulled back. He's got these mutton chops. But these guys will be bigger on each side. These guys will be looking. We'll actually see their shock in their face, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be bigger because they're in the foreground. The guy with the glasses will be on this side, right? Because see, he's coming in this way, so he's going to be on this side.
Okay.
Yeah. And we got to kind of show him the shocked look on his face. And over here, we'll have the shopkeeper looking surprised, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's show a hint of a nose. That way that we know that they're looking straight at him. And we'll give him the surprised look, right?
Yeah.
And then he's going to be sitting here in the foreground talking about Osama bin Laden, bitches. Where is he? The reason why he's following this guy, now, I don't know how much you guys know about Osama bin Laden or their search for him, but one of the things they were looking for was his doctor. Because Osama bin Laden is a big fella and he had to go through dialysis.
Mm.
And let's see, got the gritted teeth, right? Of course, we all know he's never happy about anything. But he needs to be looking over towards this guy. So we'll tilt his face that way. And actually, we might make him look a little bit smaller. That head's too big. This is part of the fun of plotting, guys. You're running. You're trying to get the picture the best way to convey what you're trying to say. Let's make his head a little bit smaller. We'll show the ponytail a little bit back. Turn his head 3/4. That way he's looking towards homeboy here.
And he just says Osama bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden. It freaks them both out, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He hasn't started going bald yet, so he's got hair on top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And like I said, he's got a black type military uniform on with a vest and all that stuff. So he looks very different from what he usually looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's not wearing a hat or any of that. So there you go. Now I'll just darken this up. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to myself in Black Adam.
Mm-hmm.
And that is my boy Pierce Brosnan
Yeah.
as my boy Pierce as oh God, Dr.
Dr.
Fate.
Fate.
Dr. Fate. Yes, I'm looking forward to that very much
Me too.
because I love some Pierce Brosnan, man.
Yeah.
No gay stuff, but I dig him. He's awesome.
Right.
He's my favorite James Bond ever.
Right.
Yep. So here we go. And from what I understand, the guy that's playing Hawkman does a good job too.
Yeah. Apparently,
I simply asked him. I was on a stream. You can go watch it yourself, guys. I was on Gary's Pop Culture Minefield on yesterday morning's coffee broadcast, which it's like from 10 to 11. It's called Morning Coffee, and with Pop Culture Minefield, and I just asked the guy that the guys that saw it, Martin Acosta and Santana and Danny, guy that actually wants me to do a wrestling show with him on Sundays. These guys are trying to get me on YouTube 24/7, man. It's crazy. But
they're
anyway,
trying to turn you into a full-time YouTuber, buddy.
right? Well, dude, I'm only like what 6 subs away from 200, so I'm doing pretty good.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty fast for somebody that just got started in April.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just asked him. I said, "Look, was Hawkman a man's man, kind of tough guy, all action, no bullshit guy?" And he said, "Yeah, he definitely was." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, that's what he's supposed to be." Yeah.
Yep.
So they said it was definitely a better version than the CW version of him. So
Okay.
I dig that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think the CW version was too bad.
Right.
But you know,
he was more hothead than man's man, though.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Nothing against the actor or anything, but
no, it's just it's a strange direction they gave him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're darkening things up now, so we can get out of this episode. And when I get done with this, if I have time, I'll go ahead and read that to you guys. Of course, you can go read it now if you go if the banner there that's going across the bottom of the screen. If you go to my Subscribe Star, you can pay $1 for a subscription for a month and find it right now. So it's up there 24/7 if you want to unlock it. And if you want to see all the artwork I'm doing, it's up there as well. But that's a $5 subscription fee. So, and I definitely appreciate everybody that follows me over there. Okay, so yeah, then we got the guys in the turbans walking around in the street. And I want to make it look like a busy street. I made a note over here saying it was a busy street in Kabul, you know. So I'm going to have to look at, what kind of building structure we're going to have, that kind of thing, what kind of windows, all that good stuff. Because this guy's going to get blasted through one of the windows. I can tell you that now. I think it starts the next page. The man in the glasses is thrown through the shop window. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He gets thrown out of it, bro.
Nice.
You know what's up. He's about to find out what he wants to know, bro.
Yep.
You know.
He's about to hit the fucking Christian Bale. Where is he?
Where is he? That's it. Only Privateer doesn't yell like that. He's kind of calm when he talks, man.
Yeah. Where is he?
Unless he's mad.
Right.
In this case, he's not mad. He's just trying to get some info. Right? Okay, so we got this guy looking like a bearded Obi-Wan Kenobi. Checking things out in here. Going in the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the privateer coming in here. Himself just following him. And he's got mutton chops, so I got to show that along his jawline there. Of course, his Fu Manchu mustache. And the ear. The neck. And the collar. Man, this is going to be so cool looking.
Mm-hmm.
The real work's fitting to begin, man. In a couple more weeks. Huh?
I'm excited.
I am too, man. I'm looking forward to this. I can't wait to see it finished.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know if I told you about my plan or not, but I'm planning on doing 4 issues a year, and then doing a what do you call it? Graphic novel of the 4 issues after that.
Okay.
So you'll be able to get this one either in the 20-page rag or in the graphic novel format. Okay. That's the counter. And then this guy has got his hand on the counter as well. And they're just yakking. Right? We got some clothes. We got to have his wares in here, you know, whatever's going to be in the building. All right. And then over here, the guy in glasses looking in his direction. And then this guy will have his hand out like, can we help you? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I always draw it a little bit darker so I can take good pictures of it for the.
That's good.
Yeah. And then we got. Now this guy's just a regular face. Of course, he's going to have a beard. They all. Like I was saying earlier, our Muslim brothers, they that beard's a status symbol with some of them. So, you know, a lot of them have them beards. I don't know if it's a religious thing or just a culture or what. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself.
But they definitely they like to wear them. No doubt about it. Okay. We got that. Okay. And then we're going to have these two shocked and dismayed when they hear what he wants to say, has to say, right? Beard comes down from there. Mustache. Little hint of a nose. Eyebrow. Forehead. Hat. Turban. Whatever they call it. It's a head wrap of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. I know it looks like a mess, but I'm just telling myself it's going to be black, dark. Same thing with this guy over here. Let's see. Yeah. His glasses are coming out this way. Little hint of nose. Mustache. beard. Okay. That right there. He's a little bit taller, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. And then the privateer. So not used to drawing him without a hat.
Yeah, it's hard to fight the temptation.
So not used to it. It's hard for me to fight the temptation to put a hat on him.
Right.
The old tough guy. He's got them big eyebrows. And of course, here, he's going to have red hair.
Yes.
He's going to have red hair here in this picture. Because we know he's an Irish redhead, right?
Yes. Saints per service, I am getting shorter. But yeah.
What did you say?
I don't know. It's from a line from an old Disney movie called Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
Where the kid's of Irish descent.
Uh-huh.
And something happens. He's being turned into like a leprechaun or some shit. And he's like a tall kid, but then like he starts shrinking.
Uh-huh.
So then he just goes, Saints per service, I am getting shorter.
Of course, he's got them gritted teeth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know he's got the gritted teeth.
Right. And you know what's funny, too? One of my characters is of Irish descent as well.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Is he?
Steelwing.
No shit.
And I'm
Cool.
thinking, spoiler alert, kind of, later on in the series, he gains the spear of Cuchulainn.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And
sounds like a neat thing. I have no idea what it is, but you know.
So it's of Irish folklore. It's like one of the big heroes of Irish folklore. He was like undefeated at a young age. He killed like the king's hound dog, guard dog called the Hound of Ulster.
Yeah.
So he became the Hound of Ulster after killing the dog.
Wow.
He took on like a whole army by himself and shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. We got about 10 minutes. I guess I can read that thing off real quick. Let's see.
Yes.
See if I've got it here for you guys. I should have it in my files.
That page is looking good, bro.
Thank you, sir. I think it's looking good myself. Let's see if I can remember how to close this. Okay, there it is. Done. Okay. Where is the origin? There's Saxons. There's Rawlels.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them on here. Let me see if this is the one that I need, though, because... Yeah, this is the one with Lex Luthor. We don't want that one.
We don't want that one.
We don't want the Lex Luthor one.
No.
That's back when we were playing DC Universe Online.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I have it. It should be on the Subscribe Star page exactly the way I had it. Let's see. Let's check out. Let's check. It should be pinned to the top of his Facebook page, shouldn't it? I think it is. Let's see. Stop. This thing keeps wanting to give you pop-ups and stuff. Make sure this is the right one. Yep. Okay. Here we go. You ready? The origin of the privateer. Let's see. The origins of Patriot begin with America's pirate Patriot. Robert Joseph McBriarty was born, by the way, that's my grandfather's name on my mother's side. Robert McBriarty was born on July 4th of 1750 in Marquise, Maine. He grew up on his family farm. His father, Joseph, a blacksmith by trade, taught him maintaining horses, crop growing, and weapon forging. His mother, Mary, was a seamstress when not tending to the animals. His life changed one morning on October of 1762 when a British naval oh sorry when a British naval press gang dragged his father away in shackles to serve the Royal Navy. Heartbroken, he became the man of the house at too early an age, helping his mother tend the farm. He toiled daily, growing ever stronger. Each trip to town for supplies, he would sit on the docks, hoping for a glimpse of his father. His heart hardened. Now, if you don't know what a press gang is, back then nobody wanted to be in the Navy, so they basically beat Collins down and pretty much put him into slavery in the Navy. It was one of these supply trips it was on one of these supply trips that he overheard a burly man, sword on his hip, blasting the British publicly. He followed him to the docks and saw the Seahawk, a 10-gun man of war, for the first time. That night he wrapped some of his things in a sheet, left his mother a note, and ran away from home in search of the man he heard called Graybeard by the shopkeeper. Just before the ship weighed anchor, he stowed away, hoping to learn the ways of the sea and find his father. When he was found by a crewman and taken before Graybeard, he told his story. The captain took him under his wing, and by his 16th birthday, which would be about 4 years later, he was the first mate of the Seahawk. In every encounter, showed his loyalty to his mentor. Through hard work and dedication to his shipmates, he earned Graybeard's trust. It was an early morning in June of 1774 that would have made him 24 years old, when the Seahawk engaged a British frigate south of Bermuda. The ships exchanged fire until they were close enough for boarding. A vicious hand-to-hand battle ensued as Robert's sword was brought to bear on an older British sailor, and I just lost the page again, like a dumbass. If you tap one of these phones, it takes you somewhere else. Let's see. As Robert's sword was brought to bear on an older British sailor aboard the enemy ship, the man quickly blocked his attack and locked swords with him. He suddenly realized he was locked in mortal combat with his father. He dropped his sword and fell to his knees. Seeing this, his father took measure of him. Recognizing him, his father pulled him behind him, stripped off his uniform jacket, and began to attack his own shipmates, screaming, "Come on!" Robert leaped to his feet and collected his sword, and the two fought their way across the deck of the frigate. When the battle was decided, the two embraced. A shipmate told Robert he was needed in the captain's quarters urgently. He entered to find that on the day he found his father, he would lose one as well. Graybeard was mortally wounded and fading fast. Robert thanked Graybeard for helping him find his father. Graybeard, struggling to breathe, pulled Robert close, handed him his scabbard, and whispered, the ship is yours. Do with it what you will. He looked at Robert's father and waved him over. Graybeard shook Joseph McBriarty's hand and with his last breath said, was a pleasure raising your son. Keep him free. After burying Graybeard at sea, the Seahawk made for Marquis, Maine. The McBriarty men returned to find Patriarch Mary had passed away. Joseph decided to work his land again, and Robert returned to the ship and made for Bermuda. On their way, they encountered a smoldering and broken schooner flying a colonial flag at half-mast. The Seahawk boarded her and found her crew wounded or dead, left to list by a British warship. Robert took the wounded to the closest colony, Virginia. The commander of the Virginia militia thanked them for the crew's safe return. He also issued the Seahawk a letter of marque to attack British ships as long as all supplies and armaments were returned to Virginia. Robert addressed his crew. They could take their share of loot and move on, or join him in the fight for America's independence. The crew showed their loyalty and admiration to him as not a man took to ground. The Seahawks campaign against the British over the 2 years that followed was immensely successful, flying the Jolly Roger on a shield of stars and stripes. She showed no quarter to British ships. Any ship that fell under her guns looted and burned, with the wounded left on board to be consumed by smoke and flame. At the conclusion of the war, learning his father had passed, Robert awarded the ship to his first mate. The Seahawk put him, put him and his loot aground on a favorite uncharted island of graybeards in south of Bermuda. One sunny day, hunting in the Isle wilderness, Robert came across an old Indian. The man was wounded, unconscious, and being targeted by a tiger. Robert drew down on the tiger with his musket and ended its life. The discharge awakened the stranger, and Robert introduced himself to an Indian medicine man. Robert took the old man to his camp and attended his wounds. He watched over the elder's recovery. When he was well enough, the medicine man offered McBriarty a peace pipe. Robert had heard of this and wondered what his personal vision would be. It was stronger than he had ever imagined. He suddenly understood the elder's language. The elder thanked him for showing a stranger such as he such kindness. Then he asked Robert, "What do you hold most dear?" Without hesitation, he answered, "The promise of the new free American nation I fought to liberate." His vision was the future of that nation. Through its expanse west, the Civil War, all its technical marvels. Through the Great Depression and 2 world wars, he was struck by its resilience. Through the Cold War and wars in Southeast Asia and the Middle East, he became concerned. But when he saw the planes hit the Twin Towers and collapse, he screamed out in pain and passed out. When he awoke, he was alone on the island in the year 2001, shortly after the events of 9/11. Robert collected his loot, now worth billions, and made for Florida. The medicine man came to him in a dream his first night in America. Thankful for his help, he had sent him where the country he loved needed him to be. He also explained the pipe had slowed his aging and given him enhanced strength, fortitude, and the keenest of vision in his one good eye. When he awoke the next morning, his mission was clear to him. Robert bought his old family home in Maine, a penthouse in Boston, and became a majority shareholder in several companies, many of these businesses having research and development contracts for military applications. Now, with a revolutionary ideal of freedom, Robert seeks to hunt down the tyrannical and snuff out their cult of slavery and deceit. The wicked now live in fear of America's pirate patriot, the privateer. That is his little origin story that I wrote many,
Gave me
many
chills
years
every
ago.
Yes.
But anyway, that's the kind of stuff you get on this stream. You get the backstory of all these characters and stuff. If we have enough time next week, I'll read you the one for the Royal Fox. It's pretty good too. But anyway, let me whip around here so we can wrap up the stream. I'm running behind. I shouldn't have taken that long to read that. I'll be right back.
Folks, I'm telling you, every time I hear that origin story, it gives me goosebumps.
Hey man, it's just it really. I turned him into it was going to be a story about a sailor. You know, hang on. it was going to be a story about a sailor during the American Revolution. And I know
Right.
you guys aren't going to be able to see me very well right now, but I've got to get on with the show because I got to go to work. But yeah, that it was just going to be about a pirate during the American Revolution and his story, but I turned it into a superhero. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. Since we had time, I figured I'd do it. Let's tell you what's going on with the channel. Don't forget, tomorrow morning you can see me and Jimmy's good buddy Knock breaking down the upcoming NFL Sunday for you on NFL pregame party. That's at 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. And tomorrow night, I think about 10 o'clock, I'm going to do Papa Joe Gamer Up Way Too Late and just do it for a couple hours. I may do it from 10 to 1 in the morning. I want to do 3 hours. I like to change games every hour, but I've got to find a new time for this because I'm on a daytime schedule now. So we'll probably start as soon as the last game's over with and just go from there and do 3 hours. But be looking for that tomorrow night on Twitch. It's the only show I do on Twitch now. Papa Joe Gamer Up Way Too Late. And that's going to be around 10 o'clock tomorrow night Central Time. And then, of course, Wednesday, we've got State of the Atmosphere. And this week, it's going to be part 2 of our Halloween celebration. Last week, Matt from Small Time Republic and I talked about Halloween and different traditions that we have in our families, and broke down some stuff about the movies. And we're gonna talk about the final girls this week. Like Jamie Lee Curtis and Jennifer Love Hewitt and all the hotties that survive all this stuff in these horror movies. And our favorite slasher bad guys, like Leatherface and Michael Myers and Freddy and Jason. So yeah, we're gonna it'll be the second part of the Halloween special, and that's going to be at 5:30 Wednesday Central, 6:30 Eastern. And then, of course, don't forget. Oh yeah, that's what we did last week. Right there was the Halloween celebration, and then it'll be part 2 this week, 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern on Wednesday. And then don't forget, on Thursdays, the Brothers Hack the Matrix. My brother Highlander and I get together and we talk about, it's a quick-paced headline reading show where we cuss and discuss all the stuff that's current in the news and pop culture, all the stuff we love, music, movies, sports, all that stuff. Me and my brother do a fast-hitting talk show for about an hour, hour and a half every Thursday at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. And don't forget, you can see me and Justifier Jim back here next week for page 18. Page 18. Jimmy.
Yes.
Page 18.
That's amazing.
We are 3 pages away from being done plotting this thing, and I can get to work on the details.
Yes.
Get it going. Spring's looking good. I'm right on schedule the way I want to be, so I'm liking the way it's working. So, guys, until next week, we want to tell you to. You tell them what you want to tell them real quick, and then I'll tell them.
Well, I mean, just keep looking out for this guy, folks. Like, make sure you drink your water too.
And go sub to Justifier Jim's stuff, because we need to put pressure on him, put some new content out. Damn it. But anyway, until we see you again next week, you guys keep on keeping on. God bless.